Yep. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Now, I'm gonna jump right into it and I'm gonna let you know three things. Three things about the NBA lottery. The NBA lottery can be a gift and a curse to some teams. Think about it. I know when I was in high school, there's a lot of first round picks that turned out to be busts. People that didn't even last 6 months to a year in the NBA. Now, is that a problem on the league or the team or the player? Somebody needs to take blame for drafting the person or player number one and they turn out to be trash. And I'm not talking about anyone personally. I'm just talking about the person who evaluates talent. The second thing, if a team, I'll say, if a team drafts a number one player, that player is supposed to change that franchise. And if the player doesn't change that franchise, I think that franchise is more at fault than the player. Think about it. The franchise got the number one draft pick because they were trash. That's the truth. Now, if a player is coming into the league nowadays, they only did 1 year in college, so they're probably 17, 18, maybe 19 if they did the reclassment year. The last thing, Dallas Mavericks winning the lottery was a scam. That's it. I said all of that to get right there. The Dallas Mavericks getting the number one overall pick was a scam. There's no way you can tell me different. Kyrie being hurt, AD being hurt, you trade away Luka, the GM is getting killed, and now they get the number one pick? No. I think the NBA is trying to save face. They're trying to save Nico, I think that's his name, Nico Harris. They're trying to save face and give their fan base something to not give up on a team. Because let's think about it. If their franchise or if their fans give up on their franchise, that franchise is going to go bankrupt and they're going to not have a team in Dallas. And they don't want that, one of the biggest markets. Back in the days, man, I used to think the NBA was rigged, and now I know it's rigged. And you can like it, you can not like it, but the facts are in the pudding, man. There's no way they should have gotten it over Philly or Charlotte. Just the first two teams I think about. There was plenty more teams that were horrible, but just them, Trae Young, them, Atlanta, they was in the fight-in round or whatever, but they still need a pick. They need somebody, or Trae Young needs to leave. Now, I say this to say that. If you think about the NBA right now and where it's at, in these playoffs, the youngsters are killing the old. Well, they done killed the old people, and they're working on the current people. What I'm saying is they're being a passing of the torch. The young generation, SGA, Anthony, Luka, but he's not in the playoffs right now. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese, them boys are balling right now in the playoffs, and they've beat your favorite players. Yeah, your favorite players are home. Even for me, D-Wade been retired, but LeBron is home. That's it. Giannis is home. That's the truth. Golden State about to go home. And it makes me wonder, who do you want or who do you think deserves to win their first championship right now? SGA, Tyrese, Anthony, Jalen, who do you think deserves to win their first ring? I'm going to pause. I want you to comment, subscribe, like, and share this video while you do so. Okay, so now I want to compare those three things to the NBA. So today is Wednesday, the 14th. Tomorrow is the 15th. I believe the PGA Tour tees off tomorrow, and they got Scotty, Xander, and Rory all in the same group. So they're playing every hole together. The amount of pressure right there, if you play golf ever in your life, I just started. I'm 9 months in, I promise. Go to my page. I need you to subscribe. Also, follow my golf journey and give me some tips. Don't just be watching and hating and throwing little slick comments. I need your help because I'm out there trying to swing it. Those three being paired up together makes it so nerve-wracking. Because every shot, you got to think about the next man behind you. If you make a mistake, they're going to take that mistake and use it against you. It's like a turnover in basketball. Coaches say don't let a turnover turn into points. Those three. The top three basketball players that ever touched the basketball is Scottie Pippen, I'm just playing, is LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant. Not in that order. I just said his name first to make you start listening. If those three players were to play 1v1v1, I just think, and I'm biased, MJ may win. That's just me. I'm old school like that. I just think it'll be between Kobe and LeBron for second place. That's just me. But let me know about this PGA tour that's popping off tomorrow. Do you think Rory's going to come out on top, or you think Scotty gets his first victory of the new year? Now, last year Scotty won 9 majors, I believe, 7 to 9 majors. That was more than Tiger Woods, or just a little bit under Tiger Woods. Either way, they compare this guy to Tiger Woods. He's not close to me in my mind, but he is pretty good. So him and Roy just got his Masters, his green jacket. So, alrighty. That's the just touch for my golf guys, and let y'all know that we still rocking athletes from one athlete to another. We're in this together. Let's talk about the Miami Heat. They're trash, man. I can't believe, again, that we go through another offseason and we don't make a big trade. And a lot of people say we're looking for whales, and there's some whales open, and I don't know if I'll take KD. But if KD wants to come, I'll take KD. If Giannis wants to come, I'll take Giannis. But besides those two, there's not that many other good players that can come change the dynasty. I really think we got to do what these new teams are doing. And I hate to go back to the Pacers. Go back to the Pacers, what they're doing. Anthony Edwards, SGA. They're building within, but they're also getting younger talent. We can't go get a seasoned vet to come down here and try to mold the young minds. We got to get a young mind to help mold the next generation. Like Bam, I think he should stay, but we got to get rid of somebody to invite somebody in. We keep getting mediocre players and trying to turn them into the top of the top. This isn't the G League. This isn't the developmental league. This is right now league. This is
that a shot at Jimmy?
Listen, I can't believe people think that Jimmy had nothing to do with why we did so bad this year. He had everything to do with it. So yes, that's a shot at Jimmy, because his mediocre talent got us to a certain point but could never get us over the hump. Oh yeah, he carried some of our bombs or some of our players that wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. And the East wasn't that good. That's why he was able to do what he did, and he took advantage over the younger minds in the East. Let's think about it. Jason Tatum, young-minded, simple-minded. He milked them in the playoffs. Giannis got hurt the first round. Then the other one was the bubble. Come on, man. We can poke holes in what he did down here, but I'm not the one to blame him. The other people are. And that's who I'm rocking with. Whatever they say, I say. And I say that they are right. And it was his fault. And Pat didn't come out and bash him in his end of the year conference. He didn't. He kept it 100. He kept it professional. He just addressed some things. He could have did something better. Jimmy could have did some things better. Blah, 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 blah. Jimmy sunk our ship. And that pisses me off. Now, besides all of that, the climate of today's NBA is made up of the climate of today's AAU programs, college programs, and I hate to say it, some high school programs. And I'm only speaking from experience. And cut that out. And when I say speaking from experience, I mean I've watched or I've witnessed or I've seen or been a part of the development of the certain skill level that gets a person to the next level and succeed at that next level. Like go to college, then go to the NBA, stay in the NBA, do well in the NBA. And a lot of times these kids that are in high schools, hate to say this, the environment, the program, the system, the school, maybe the staff may not be working in the best interest of that child or that kid. That's one thing. The other thing, the kid or the kid's family may be delusional. They may think that their kid deserves something that they haven't worked for or doesn't deserve or isn't that good to receive that. Scholarships aren't just given out. They're earned. And it's very hard to get a scholarship. And get a scholarship to a big school is one thing, but just get a scholarship to any school, it's hard, man. If you got 11 players on one team, if 2 of them players get a scholarship, that's usually a good thing. But if programs are sending 3 to 4, 5, 6 kids off of a team to the next level, JUCO, NAIA, D2, D3, D1, that says a lot about the program. So if I were a parent, I would be thinking about that before I send my kid to high school, just his local high school, because I believe nowadays you can go to any high school you want. If you're willing to drop them off, or they got transportation, or they get into a private school. The thing is, there's a lot of public schools that run the map as far as sports are involved. And if you use sports as a gateway to get to the next level, that says a lot, and that could mean a lot. The only reason I'm advocating for the sports avenue is because that's the avenue that I took to get to the next level. Now, once I got to the next level, it was up to me to stay at the next level. Once you get there, it ain't mommy there, it ain't daddy, it ain't coach. You got to be willing to go to class or you get kicked out. Go to class or you get kicked off the team. So what's the point of being in school if you're not on the team, if you came to the school to play basketball or play a sport? So that's the first thing. But getting to the next level is the hardest thing possible. Once you're at the next level, I'm just pouring into you, man, and saying that the best thing that you can do is take it serious. At least leave there with a degree or some kind of paper that lets it know that you've been there, that you went, you came, and you left, but you wasn't just there and was there and did nothing. That's horrible. It looks bad. It's embarrassing. And your parents ain't do that. The last thing, when you think about what you want to do next outside of sports, it should always be something that you like to do. So that means while it's ending, whatever you do, because you can't play sports forever, you know when your time is coming, then is the time to start thinking about what you want to do next. It's not when the time is over, I don't know what to do, I'm lazy, I'm bored, now let me think about what to do next. No. When it's your junior year, when you know, dang man, I might not go pro. Dang man, I might not go overseas. Dang man, I don't got no sponsors. What I'm about to do? Graduate, hopefully, and then do something that you like to do, because that's the only way you're gonna enjoy life. Because right now, life is a big thing. People taking their lives because of everything. So the first thing I'll give you advice, when I got out of school, I did something I wanted to do. Yep. I needed something I could run around and have fun and not work so hard, because they say when you're having fun, you're not working. And when you're really working, you're not having fun. That sounds crazy, but it's actually true. If you do something you like, you forget you working. Like when I'm on the court and I'm giving people buckets that's my age, because they old and brittle now. You feel what I'm saying? Like people that I went to school with, and I ain't saying no names. It's just like, you gonna watch this, and I'm not talking about you, but I am saying, like, bro, I know we the same age. If I can run around, you can run around. And if you don't run around, then you get ran around. They run around you. So to the next generation, you got to look at the first generation or the generation in front of you, and you compare and you say, do I want to be like them or I want to be better than them? Because if you come in the gym with my generation, I'm trying to go at you. Like if you've ever seen me on the court, I be at LA Fitness, I might pop up, drop your address below, drop your gym, I'll pull up on you and you'll be surprised. But you have to want more in order to get more. So with that being said, I want more. I want more of you to subscribe, like, follow, and share this video. Episode 1, the ATI Mindset. Okay, now that you're back, I hope you subscribed, liked, and shared this video, but more importantly, let me know what you thought about the number 1 pick. Now, speaking about the number 1 pick, let's talk about him possibly being traded. Yes, they're going to trade the number 1 pick. They're going to trade it maybe with Milwaukee so that Giannis goes to Dallas. I'm throwing out hypotheticals. But more importantly, let's go back to Cooper Flag being the number 1 draft pick, being paired up with AD and Kyrie. You think it's a good mix? I don't know. They call this kid the next Larry Bird. I never seen Larry Bird play. I saw Cooper Flag play, and he's an NBA talent. Can he take them to the next step? He might be a third option. And if you're coming into the league, you don't need to take over because you got Kyrie, you got AD. Dallas got a nice nucleus. I think adding Cooper will be a benefit. Not going to talk about the man's or project his ceiling. I just know he is good. You know, he's solid. I'll give him that. Okay, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. There's no way Cleveland should have lost to Indiana. Man, listen, man, listen. The talent, if you go 5v5 on paper, Cleveland was better. But if you do the eye test, like I do, when I watch the game, I take the fandom out of it. You know, I don't do the parlays, so I'm not watching it for a different reason. I'm only watching it for basketball. I'm looking for highlights. I'm looking for different moves to add to my bag, to my kids that I train or coach, different sets that I can now take and add to my bag to put it with my program. But I watched the eye test, and two things stick out. Darius Garland got hurt against the Heat. That was a fact. He stopped moving smoothly. He couldn't really get up the court. He couldn't make moves. He wasn't playing defense. He was being lazy. He was missing shots. I get it. Put all the blame on him. His body wasn't able to take the 86-game, 96-game season. Yes, they went in the playoffs. He played over 90 games. His body breaks down, wear and tear. I talk about that often, how you eat and take care of your body. That's how you're going to get paid. But I'm going back to the talent thing. Talent never beats someone that is just as good, but they think the game just a little bit more. Tyrese, to me, Tyrese outthought them. Now, is he the best talent between him and Donovan Mitchell? They play one-on-one. Spider might kill him. He might beat him. I get it. Yes, he might win. I'm going to just say that. And Tyrese might beat him. Who knows? But if you look at it, if you pick at the park, you'll pick Spider over Tyrese. But Tyrese knows how to get everybody involved. He knows when to shoot the ball. He knows when to pass it. He turns it over a little bit, but he plays defense. He thinks the game. He makes sure they're always in a set. He never is on the court pouting, getting on to the refs. The man scores, turns it over, makes a pass, and gets back on defense. Now, what his dad did to Giannis was crazy. I get it. But his dad was feeling like Tyrese, but the dad never played. I say all that to say that Cleveland lost that series more than the Pacers won that series. To me, I just think if Cleveland had all of their players, that guy Harper, DeAndre Harper from Hunter from Atlanta, if he was at full strength, I just think they would have been a little bit more competitive. Like, they had 20-point leads, and they came back and they blew both games at home. I'm just saying, even if you can't win it, you can't fathom up a play, bro, somebody on the team got to get a foul. Somebody on the team got to call a timeout. Just play defense. You were up 21 and you lost on the last play of the game. You got to want it more. And that's why I would say, if I'm a coach and I'm picking skill is right here. Talent and skill, they're both eye level. Okay. What separates them? Does this guy play more defense? Does this guy make the right pass? Is he a good point guard, good teammate? It has to be something else that separates talent versus talent. Because let's be honest, when you're good, you're probably going to be as good as you're going to get. Let's just say that. The only thing that's going to separate you from the other good person is your attributes. Good versus good meets in the championship. But who wins the championship? Some teachers say, or some coaches say, defense win championships. Some coaches say, I score more points than you, I win championships. At the end of the day, somebody has to want it more. So there's no ties in basketball. You lose and you win. And how you win separates you from the other. Man, that was it. That was the first episode. Before you leave, I need you to subscribe to this video or to this channel so you don't miss the next one.